In this video, we're going to talk about the product to sum formulas in trigonometry. So as the name suggests, what these formulas let us do is take an expression that involves the product of cosine and or sine and rewrite it in terms that do not involve that product. So our first formula here, for example, shows that cosine of alpha times the cosine of beta equals 1/2 cosine of alpha minus beta plus cosine of alpha plus beta. So we've gotten rid of the product, and there are multiple reasons why you might want to change the look of your expression. Sometimes you just want to see it in a different way. You want to have a different perspective of it. But other times you need to do this sort of refactoring in order to simplify a more complicated trig expression. What I want to point out here is that we do have 4 formulas, 2 of which express a sum, which is like the addition of these trig functions, and 2 of which express a difference. In this case, all of these are still product to sum formulas because you can imagine this as adding a negative version. In the next part of this video, I'm going to show you how to derive these formulas from the sum and difference formulas for cosine and sine, and then we're going to run through some practice problems. The product to sum formulas are derived from the addition and subtraction formulas for cosine and sine. So depending on which formulas you combine here, you'll get one of the 4 equations that we got above. In this case, I'm going to take the addition and subtraction formulas for cosine, and I'm going to add them. When we do this, we're going to get cosine of x plus y plus cosine of x minus y equals, then we're going to have 2 cosine of x cosine of y, and these components are going to cancel out. Now we can divide both sides by 2 and rearrange a bit. I'm going to bring the cosine x cosine y over to this side, and then this is going to equal 1/2 cosine of x plus y plus the cosine of x minus y. So that's the general process. We could also subtract these, and you can imagine how different parts of the equation would cancel out. In this case, the cosines would cancel, and we would be left with -2 sine of x sine of y, and we would be able to derive a different function. Then for the products of sine, we would use the addition and subtraction formulas for sine, which are sine of x plus y equals sine of x cosine y plus cosine x sine of y, and then sine of x minus y equals sine of x cosine y minus cosine x sine of y. And so with these two formulas, we can add them or subtract them, and again, different parts will cancel out, and we'll be left with one of the 4 formulas that we got above. So in this case, I'll just add these quick. Sine of x plus y plus sine of x minus y equals 2 sine x cosine y. These parts cancel. I can divide by 2 on each side, and we'll get another formula, which is equal to 1/2 sine of x plus y plus sine of x minus y. So I'm not going to repeat the process for the other 2, but you can see how the steps are the same no matter what you're doing. Now we're going to run through a practice problem. We're given an expression 2 times cosine of 7x over 2 times cosine of 3x over 2, and we're asked to rewrite this as the sum of trig functions. So we want to get rid of this product. The first step is to write out our equation. So we have cosine of alpha times cosine of beta equals 1/2 cosine of alpha minus beta plus cosine of alpha plus beta. On the left here, I'm just going to write out what our alpha is. In this case, it's 7x over 2, and beta is 3x over 2. Now we can plug these into this formula here. So cosine of 7x over 2 times cosine of 3x over 2 is equal to 1/2 cosine of 7x over 2 minus 3x over 2 plus cosine of 7x over 2 plus 3x over 2. And now we can do a bunch of simplifications on this right side. 1/2 cosine of 7 minus 3 is going to be 4x over 2 is going to be 2x plus cosine of 7x plus 3x is 10x over 2, and that's going to be 5x. So I'm just going to copy this down here. So we know what this portion of our expression looks like, and we just need to multiply it by 2. So 2 of this, we're going to cancel out this 1/2, and we see that our expression is actually equal to cosine of 2x plus cosine of 5x.